See, when it comes to reliability with cars in every part of the world, the first brand that comes to mind is Toyota. The Toyota Camry is arguably the best-selling mid-size sedan in the world. But before it came to that, it started from somewhere. The Camry is actually 42 years old. Let us see how it all started. The first ever Camry was produced in 1982. This car was a Japanese car that was purely intended for the Japanese market. I mean, take a look at this car. There's no way this design was going to compete with cars in America at the time. But this car was too good. It was a success in the USA, it was a success in Australia because it was very reliable, it did the work. It is 1987 and the second generation Camry is about to come out. Remember that this car is now in the American market. It needed to have a competitive design. So for the second generation, Toyota now gave us a boxy design, something that could compete with American cars at the time. For the first time ever on the Toyota Camry line, there was a V6 engine option available, there was a wagon available, meaning these cars could be used for more than just being a regular passenger car. You can use it to carry stuff. This car was now an utility vehicle, and this would mean a lot for Toyota at the time. This car started a new thing in Nigeria. It made Toyotas become available in the Tokumbo market. So this Camry was one of the first Toyota cars that started going on sale in Nigeria as Tokumbo. Now we're in the 90s, the third generation Camry is here. Boxy cars are no longer cool. There's no way Toyota Camry is going to be left behind. So the new generation Camry had flowing body designs, rounded edges. It just looks like a modern car. This car was nicknamed Orobo in Nigeria because compared to the older generation, this one looks like that chopped up, like it was a good looking car that was well fed. So yeah, Orobo name just made sense. The fourth generation Camry rolled out with an entirely new design language. This car was sturdy. Compared to the Orobo, this one was flat, shorter, wider. It even had very thin lights that made Nigerians nickname it the pencil light. This car was very successful. In my own opinion, I think that this Camry pencil light was the game changer for Camry in Nigeria because it was just really good. It was very strong. You know what they call a strong car? A car that never broke. This car just made sense for the Nigerian client. And yeah, a lot of people don't know this. That Toyota Solara that you see that has two doors, this Camry was what made it start. So the Toyota Solara was like the two-door version of the Camry. And the Toyota Solara was even cooler because there was an option for a convertible car. A convertible car back then at the cost of a Toyota Camry was the coolest thing ever. Now it's 2002 and a new Camry is here. This one is looking bigger engine, bigger lights, bigger interior. Everything is big except the front grille. The front grille is the only thing that went smaller. Meaning that this car has solved all the comfort problems that the previous Camry had. Guess what? It was immediately nicknamed Big Daddy. Some even called it Big for nothing because it was very big. And this made this car very successful. There was an option for a sports edition with extra paddings in front and the back with a V6 engine. So you could look cool with this car. Like it just fits any demographic of buyers. In 2005, the Toyota Camry Solara came back again. This time, the design was looking very fresh. This new Solara did not look like something that was built off this Camry. It just looked different. It looked like a sports coupe on its own, and it made it also very successful. In 2006, Toyota changed everything we know about the Camry. The 6th generation Toyota Camry was now an aesthetically pleasing car, a car that had a lot of considerations for aerodynamics. I mean, look at this car, look at the body lines. It was so peculiar that it was nicknamed the Toyota Muscle. This car literally had muscles. This car looked so good that Toyota did not have any reason to make a two-door version. This four-door one worked up until date. This Camry is regarded as the most successful Camry ever sold based on numbers. Another thing that made this Camry generation very special to Toyota is Toyota tested out hybrid version on the regular car for the first time. In 2012, the 7th generation Camry came. This car wasn't as appreciated as the Muscle, but it had a striking balance between executive and cool, based on design. It looked very cool at the time, but the interior had a touchscreen entertainment. Later models had reverse camera on it. The sport editions had paddle shifters. I mean, like you could shift the car like you're driving a Lamborghini. That was a very cool feature for sporty car lovers back then, but something happened. The 2013 Honda Accord was selling more than this new Camry because the design was kind of better. So Toyota thought to themselves, how do we match up to this Honda sales? And for the first time ever, Toyota made a facelift of this Camry in 2015. a facelift that did not look like the previous generation. A facelift that did not look like the generation it was supposed to replace. This facelift came out of nowhere. Now it's 2017 and Toyota is ready to release the 8th generation Camry. There's only one thing on Toyota's mind. There's no way Honda is beating us to design. Toyota went full aggressive on this Camry. This Camry had a dedicated sport edition called the XSE, had 2 colors, always came in a black color on the roof and another color on the body. This look was very, very different. Toyota also took cues from the Lexus L Finesse design and made the Camry grille big. Now it is 2024 and we are expecting the latest generation of the Toyota Camry, which is going to make it the 9th generation. This car, from designs we have seen, is following the new design language of cars, like a futuristic car, slimmer lights, slimmer LEDs, more concentration on grills, hybrid versions being the flagship. Because now Toyota is competing with brands like the Kia, the Hyundai that are doing amazing designs. So Toyota cannot afford to give us something that feels old. This new car has a wireless charging pad and it just has a lot of features that makes driving more comfortable. With the Toyota 3.0 Sense that literally tells you everything about the car, like based on driving dynamics. It tells you when somebody's about to collide into you, it tells you when you're speeding too much, it tells you when you're burning fuel. It just shows you everything you need to know. So the latest Camry is going to be a technology package that brings us into the future of Toyota. I have taken you through 9 generations of the Toyota Camry, but can you guess which one is my favorite? If you said the 4th generation Camry pencil light, you are right. I'd like to know what Toyota Camry generation was your favorite and why. Let me know in the comment section. My name is Crank and this is Today.